Nobody dies here, nobody takes birth. It is all the game going on. It was not that you were not before the birth, it is not that you will not be after the death. Whatever is today of yours was not of yours yesterday, means before the birth, will not be there after the death. This is what the Gita said, and every saint had said it. So those who are your children are not your children. They were children of somebody else before your birth, will be after your death here, and after that death will go to their next birth, wherever they are going. So this is your own course of action. If you remain attached to anything of the world, you are going to come back in this death and birth cycle. Your human birth is pain. Today's question is, Guruji, nowadays there has been a big change in my motherhood love for my kids. I don't have that urge to run after, to crack or worry about them. A different silence has come within. Moreover, this seems to be happening on its own. Please guide. Big change in the love for the kids, for the children. No worry that they should be as I want. But a different state had come, just to suggest, advise not to run after, not to worry about. So what is actually this? We have to first understand that your kids, what you say, my kids, my children, are they really your children? Are you really the mother or the father? First, you have to inquire about it. But are you the mother of the children or the father? What in fact the relationship between your children and you? If you say you had become the media, that you have given birth, then the whole procedure is anything made by you? Can you produce a child? Can you even make a photograph of your child? You cannot do anything. Nothing. Children also are just the mode of your entertainment. And some pressure from the surroundings, your parents, relationships, relations. Nothing. You do not know that have ever you desired to know about before the children, before the kids had come in your life, before you have become the mother or the father, so called mother and father, so called, you are not mother or father. This is wrong. In fact, you are not the mother and the father. The word guardian, just to look after. Like you put your children in the crutch when you go for somewhere job or something. They become the guardian till you come back. You are not the mother or the father. Because you are just the media. You are just that God servant, you can say, who has to look after your children. The mother is the God, the father is the God. Who is God? Creator of you and yours. Nothing is yours. You cannot produce even a single hair of your children. I am saying that you do not know anything about. You have to test whether that I am pregnant or not. If it is in your hand, then the whole world would have produced the children. There are many not able to produce, and they go for different treatments. To produce a child. Why? They want to be mother or the father. To be a mother or a father, they are doing all that medicines here and there, what now it come IVF, DTF, whatever. But they are going after it, but they do not know, are they going to be mother or father? No. The moment you have these relations, let me tell you very clear, your children are the main obstacle in the liberation of your this life from birth and death cycle. Main obstacle. In relationships, the children are the main obstacle, especially for the woman to get liberated from this earth. When I say earth, from birth and death cycle. So if you are worried about the children, people are there. Those who get married not getting the children. They tells, Bhaiya, but now nobody with me, those who are listening Vaani, they are not bothered about now. To get obstacle in their freedom of life. Freedom of life from this birth and death cycle. You are not going to be the mother or the father. You are just a puppet of the God. And you just think that I am the mother, I am the father. You are not. This is the highest obstacle for a woman who becomes a mother to get liberated from this birth and death cycle. And also the father. Mother is mainly affected by this. And if there are less number of women in the history for not getting the enlightenment, which I say only because man dominated the society, right from Treta Yuga, we say Satyuga and Dwapar, everywhere in the Katha we find only gents are in the front. Women are like nowhere. But because men had written almost all the books, they were in the front. So that's why they have not taken the woman in that epics, those who got enlightened. It is not that they have not got enlightened. Maybe more than the gents, more than the men, because women outside circle short, very short. It is now only there is a job and people they are going, but still their circle is not bigger than the men's circle. The more you have the circle, the more ego you have. Simple. The more bigger the circle of you, the more ego you have. So main hurdle in the way of enlightenment is his ego. Woman main hurdle is her attachment to the children especially. One had to get away from it. It does not mean that only this. There are sometimes men are like women and women are like men. Inside they have those qualities. So it is not that compulsory, but maximum you will find attachment is the hurdle for the women. Those have the kids, but the attachment is mainly for the kids. They are not bothered so much about the husband or the anybody. Children are the attachment. And they only becomes the obstacle. Because even children are doing any damn thing with them. You see the old parents, even their children, their sons are doing so horrible with them. But still they are attached to them. If you tell to them that your daughter is also there, she is suffering financially or this thing, that thing. So you should help them. You should give them the amount. They are not bothered. Even their sons are not asking at all. But still they are so much attached to the son now. Children's attachments. So circle outside your this confined cycle of birth and death, which is said the Chakravyuh, as Abhimanyu could not break the Chakravyuh, you are the Abhimanyu. But you have the chance to accomplish your Gyan which Abhimanyu could not get. I always say to you, these all are the stories giving you the message. Was there any Abhimanyu or not is not that question. But the question is that whenever in the lifetime we get the knowledge of getting liberated, even we get the way, we are not so sometimes fully with the efforts to develop the journey to reach the destination. Means you sleep in the way of enlightenment. When Abhimanyu slept in the womb, what is said that when Arjuna was saying the story to get break of that cycle, the story says, but in the way, generally we sleep of Maya. Our sleep is with the Maya. And in Maya, children are the main sleep for the woman in the way of enlightenment to get liberated from this birth and death cycle, which is the main object of human being. Main object. Our external destiny is completely predestined. Predestined. And if man is there, he had the ego. Because he wants to extend his attachment of thoughts to the whole world. He will keep on keeping the knowledge of the world. He wants to make more circle outside. more relationship, more friendship. So the more the relationship, more the friendship means it is the extension of your I only. I is extended. Ego is extended. So ego is the main obstacle for the men. And attachment to the children is the main obstacle for the woman. It does not mean that woman is not having other, they are having other, but this is the highest main obstacle. In someone maybe the other, but mainly maximum of the men and women you will find this. So if you understand, this is all predestined. Whatever is complete predestined. And if you are on the way to the God home journey, means you start your journey to God home, then the God looks into you and God starts bartering your destiny. Bartering. God starts bartering your destiny. Then the main, your obstacle, what I say, the children on the way to the God home, he makes barter. And definitely if you are on the way of liberation, you will never think of getting this obstacle in your lifetime. No. And wherever, whatever children you have, you will put a full stop after that. Full stop. And those have their children already before getting into the deep knowledge of enlightenment, liberation, they will be getting away from their all hurdles in the mind, worries in the mind for their children to run after. Always study, job, marriage, children. So their running after their children will be over. That is what the question is saying. That as I was earlier, I am not now. The same mother who was having the love, which was not the love. That word also is wrong. I said, love is the love. Where you think nothing belongs to me. Nothing belongs to me. Everything is of the God. I am of the God. My children are of the God. My wife is of the God. Husband is of the God. My home is of the God. My job is of the God. Where should I think about worrying? When you worry, you are going against the God. When you are worrying, it is nothing but the ego. Remember, your worry is nothing but the ego. Because you are having nothing of yours, how you worry? Even you die of hunger, why you worry? Your body is not yours. Let the God decide to put in this basket whatever he wants to keep. Let him decide. If you are not healthy, you don't have that any medicine with you, disease is there, you are doing your karma but you are not able to get operated or something because of money or that, live to the God, throw in the God. Let there is nobody to look after, your children are not there to look after. Forget, God is there. It is your predestined karma getting burnt. Let yourself throw in the nature. The nature had made you, and nature will decide what to do of your body. Only you just keep on doing your karma. Whatever you can do, easily in the relaxed mode. So thinking, not getting decision, and you will die one day. And with that death, you will be back to your all punishments of 84 lakh deaths. And thereafter you will be again coming to this human body to have a next chance of liberation. And what you had desired for your children to be IAS officer or bank officer or some engineer or chartered accountants or CFA, Agadam, whatever, the Prime Minister, Governor, Star, whatever you have dreamed, whatever home you have dreamed which could not be fulfilled in this lifetime, next birth you are going to get whatever you have desired. So whatever you worry is the attachment. And attachment is nothing but the ego. And ego is nothing but making yourself more superior than the God, the Creator. It is like you are above your Father. And definitely, the Father of you who had created you, who is sustaining you, who had created your children, created your husband and the wife or everybody. And if you make a possession and you think worrying, attachments, ego, he will not be happy. But he says, I had made you, I am there to look after you. I have made your children, I am there to look after them. I have made your husband, the wife, the mother, the father. I am there to look after you. Why you are talking about all these things? You should not come in between. You should work as work given to you. Play the role whatever given to you. You are not to worry about. If you worry, it means you are more than me. Then you have left me. That you leave God, I am going to worry. You just be quiet. As you say sometime when you get elder to your parents, you keep quiet, I will look into. You don't know anything. So it is like you are telling the God, the Creator, leave it, keep quiet, I will look into. You see it. So your worries are nothing but the attachment. So whenever you worry, just thinking of going above the God, the Creator, and the thinking above the God, more than 5 minutes, the 6-minute clause, you get one death sentence. One death sentence. 84 lakh death. Divided by 100 years, 6 minutes. Every 6 minutes is a death. That's why I say come back within 5 minutes. There is a 1 minute grace, but still I say 5 so that if you extend 0.30 seconds, next death sentence. Otherwise I jumped it. Back. Don't get worried more than 5 minutes for anything. If you are worrying, you think that you are doing very good thing. What is wrong if I am worrying for my children? They are not studying. Are they your children? Hey, you don't have anything in your body and you think that they are your children. Be a servant of the God to look after them. They have dire film inside. You do whatever you can, you hammer, you put your head to wall. You weep whole day, you tell them whole day. You run after them, make worry throughout your life. Whatever things are going to happen are going to happen. Every parent wants that children should love them. But you see today, those who are youngs, about 20, how much they love to their parents. Just check it. Nowadays, even after 10 years, they are just getting inside their own life, busy with the iPod, this thing, that. They don't want you to disturb them. And after 20, you forget. They are going away now. And you just die for your children. They are not dying for you. You die for them. This is called attachment. You do your work. It is the duty of the gardener to water the plant. And when it gets to tree, the gardener is not watering the tree. If he is watering the tree, he is fool. He will say them, the fool, those who are watering the tree. When the tree had come, now let the fruit, let it be sour or the sweet. When it is not coming the sweet fruit, gardener says, my duty I had done. But maybe something wrong with the tree. Because tree has its own predestiny. Your children have their predestiny. So you should not worry about it. Your worries are nothing but making bad karma for you. When you worry, people, the blind world will say he is so much cared about his children. They say they are very much cared about their children. Always saying study. Always running after, where are you, when will you come, today 11 o'clock now, why, when, the whole night just walking. like a owl that my children will come, then I will sleep. They are the parents worrying. Your worry makes nothing but your karma. You will die and go on your way. Your children will die, will go on their way. You are only temporarily for this role with their children. There is nothing like 7 birth will be together. Husband, wife, 7 birth together, 7, nothing. Every birth had their own karma. Everybody had their own karma. So your own karma will take you to your next birth. If you are attached to someone, definitely you will get someone else then in your next birth with your karmas. Where your karmas and desires are matching with the other in the world, you both will be going together. That's why after the body is over, the work is over, body is destroyed. Again it goes to dust. So from dust you can make anything. Again, that phase had gone. So again the new phase, new husband, new wife, new children, new parents. So it is your all unnecessarily burdens. Have ever you seen that any teacher in the class, in the school is bothering so much about any children in the class? Have ever you seen? When the children reach to their home, their mother are weeping for their children. Teacher not bothered. But at home, no, mother is so much bothered, father is so much bothered about it. So when you are bothering about your children, you keep in mind that recording, the black recording is going on. Black recording means all bad karma. White recording means no worry, just advising, suggesting, saying to them, if you study, then you will be going as an officer sometimes. If you are not studying, you will be like a peon or a clerk. Tell them the future. Just tell them the future for studying and not studying. That is your karma. Otherwise, they have that predestined. Even after so much study, you will find so many billions of people in the world. Those could have been on the higher post are not there. They are not there. They had studied so much, but could not reach to the level where they were supposed to be. They could not get the place. And there are many, those could not even study, reach to that level. So it is not, it is all predestined, but still karma to be done. So your karmas should be very much in relaxed mode. Tell to your children, the karma is required, the beauty on this earth, not to sleep and not to tell at all. That also become bad karma. But just to tell them, see my son, see my daughter, there are the people going in the morning when there is an office at 10 o'clock. There are the few going early to the office, reaching at 10 o'clock. They are just going and clearing the complete office, getting everything ready of the boss and everything. And the boss comes after 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. When boss comes, he just sit in a separate cabin and all are standing outside. And there is also one gatekeeper standing at the gate, at the door. So which you want to become? Those who have not studied at all, at the gate they are peon. And those who have studied little, they are like clerks sitting outside going exactly at 10 o'clock. Suppose there is a boss, the proprietor in the company. Proprietor never goes at exact time. So then the boss is coming after 1, 2 or 3 or in the 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. So do you want to be the boss or a clerk or a peon? You choose out of these three. And then you decide yourself. You tell them. Let them choose. Don't tell them. You advise them. It is better you do this. You tell them. You advise. Advice is required. With your experience, you tell them. But what they think of, let them go ahead. If they are matured enough, the children at the age of 18 are well matured. Tell them whatever decision they want to take. Ask them. Give them the advice. If at all they want to be something like musician, actor, or some scientist, doctor, engineer, whatever, give them the way. And if they are confused, then tell them as per us is this. That is different, that after that they may abuse you for something. They may insult you. They may tell you sometimes that because of you, I have done this. But you have to give your advice. You have to suggest them. Because nowadays, children when are getting suppressed, somewhere depressed, they are just blaming the parents also. And this is the game. Those parents in the birth and that grown up had done everything, and later is when they are 30, 40, 50, and then when they are getting older, the parents are just sitting in corner of the home. They are not at all taken care by their children. Not at all. And when I'm saying not at all, means almost in the world. There are hardly the Shravan Kumar. Hardly. When I say not at all, if they are hardly taking little care, does not mean that will count the whole. If there are a 0.1% taking few care, full care nobody takes. Full care is not possible now. That is attachment. I am talking about the love. If someone are doing attached, then when someone dies, they weep. They get sad. When you are sad, is attachment. Your sadness is nothing but the attachment. All your emotions of happiness and the sadness is nothing but the attachment. Attachment is nothing but the ego. Because why you are weeping and getting sad? Because you think it was mine. Father is not yours. Mother is not yours. Children are not yours. Means nothing is yours. It is just a role given to you. Play the role. If you had been on the set for a long time for the movie, and if some character had died on the way or got serious on the way, definitely he was together for that movie on the set for a long time. Definitely the tears may come, but the tears should not go inside. Sadness should not go inside, because nobody dies here, nobody takes birth. It is all the game going on. It was not that you were not before the birth. It is not that you will not be after the death. Whatever is today of yours was not of yours yesterday, means before the birth, will not be there after the death. This is what the Gita said. And every saint had said it. So those who are your children are not your children. They were children of somebody else before your birth, will be after your death here, and after that death will go to their next birth, wherever they are going. So this is your own course of action. If you remain attached to anything of the world, you are going to come back in this death and birth cycle. Your human birth is failed. Human birth is capital F, capital A, capital I, capital L. 100%. Okay? 100%. Otherwise, throw all the epics of the world which are telling the same attachment. Don't worship Krishna, Rama, Guru Nanaka, Buddha, Mahavira, Sai Baba, Ram Paramahansa, Mirabai, Sahajabai, Lallabai, Ibrahim, Kabir, Farid, Sukrat, Laos. Just throw them. If they are right, they are the God you say, then you are wrong. Your attachment will keep you away from them. You are away from them. That's why you just go to their idols, sitting near to their epics, just shouting, nothing else, not implementing in your lifetime. They are saying the same. Nothing is yours. You are of no one. You are only of the God, for the God, by the God. Everything of yours is not of yours. It is just temporarily given to you to just clear your predestined karma. Your choice of getting the children, choice of getting the bungalow, choice of getting this thing and that thing. Just go ahead, clear your karmas. And if before any relations which you are going to get, if you have produced the children, which was your predestined, and now you had come to the God home journey with the complete thirst and the hunger, your next further to it, if you are going to be something in the future, will be bartered by the God so that to get you restrained to the cycle of your relationships. And whatever relationships and friendship you had before will be cancelled, deleted by you only, because way of the God home journey is different as you are making the Maya home journey. In Maya home journey, the complete journey was of ego. Ego means attachment to your friends and the relatives. Just going here and there. He will otherwise feel bad, so I should go there. I should go there, she will feel bad. Your relationships were nothing but a transaction business, where you say, if I am not going, he will come or not. If I am not going, he will also not come. If I am wishing him the happy birthday, then only he will wish the happy birthday. You see, if you have stopped, definitely, if you are listening to the Vaani, you must have stopped these all drama of the Maya. That happy birthday, happy anniversary, happy this, happy that. If you have stopped it for 2 years, you will see no message is coming to you. This is a business. If somebody is sick, you go to them, ask them by phone, then only they will ask you. If you are not asking, they are not going to ask you. See, in last 10 years, in last 13 years, hardly I have got the call from my any relatives and friends. Not even in 13 years, 13 calls. For last 10 years, so after father and I don't know anybody had called me. Only those who are now connected with me, few family members are just calling, not as a son or a mother, but only as on the member of the Godam journey. Because now I am not the same. I am not the son of anybody or brother of anybody. It is only the predestined relationships. And those who had come, if my brother had come, my mother had come, they are just a companion on my God home journey. God home journey. They are not the same in relationship as earlier. Otherwise, the whole world is dead for me. I don't know how many have died in my relations, how many have taken birth in my relations. My whole family, the whole world is my family. Those who come on the God home is my member. There is a family. Whole world is my family. I never say that if one is talking to me on the first time, I think we have been together for many births. We had met many births. So now I have got multiple mothers, fathers, uncle, aunts, children, many. My destiny children are there, my destiny wife is there, my destiny mother is there. But I have now whole family as my relation. All are my children, my friends. All. No, I am not worried for my children that whether they will get the job or not. Even I am in the family today, sitting at home. Whatever karma, because I am at home. Whatever karma is there, I am doing that. Here, whatever is. Now I find, with my experience, I tell them, oh, don't do like this, do like that. I have to tell them. But I don't have any pain inside for anything. Let anything happen. They get or not. Because I could come to know. These all are the temporary relationships. It is not that yesterday they were with me before the birth and after death they will be with me. Yes, definitely. The way we are going, if they are on the same way, tomorrow they comes on the same way and reach to the destination, then definitely we are forever. And then not only, because there I will get many relations before the birth. Thousands of children, thousands of parents, thousands of mother and father, those had gone before me. On the whole earth, they will be distributed somewhere. It is not that I am only the father of two. I am the only husband of one. There are many wives, husbands before. But where I reached, there is no relationship. This was the complete game. I have understood here itself. So there is nothing attachment or detachment here itself. It is destiny here now for this birth. Till the boss orders, I am here, but I am not bothered about. I am doing karma, whatever is coming in front of me. So this is what you should have for your children. What I say to you with my experience, I am at home with my family, with my 2 kids. Not bothered about. But I give them the suggestion, do this, go over that. I am doing whatever is possible. Because God had given a big task now ahead for, if at all God wants me to be on this earth for the further time, whole world is my family. I think God is asking me to give the message to the world. And you all, though many of you have become now my hands, my mouth, to give the message to the world. That nothing is yours here. You should not think anything is belonging to you. You are nothing. You are only of the God, a puppet. Just be a servant of the God. If you take you are a servant of the God, so you are a servant. If you are a father, you are a servant of your children. If you are a husband, you are a servant of your wife. If you are a mother or father, you are servant. Nothing. You don't take yourself as that you are somewhere sahib, you are somewhere honor of anything. Nothing. Honor is one only. There is only one boss. He is the only honor. He is only the creator. He is only the boss of this whole world family. So we all have to go under our boss. Yes, whatever mistake is done is done. God says, you are my children. If you have come back in the evening, you have regretted what you have done in your life by not keeping me in front. Now you have come, not the problem. I am exempting all that what you had done before, but the wrong, all the worst karma which you had done, which is not even in my hand to exempt you. Like your President of India had the power to exempt some prisoners in the jail. You know, on 15th of August and 26th of January, President of India had the power to make some people released from the jails. So you have to understand this. If you understand today, you will be back on the Godam journey, and God will just clear your all the karmas you had made before this. Your all worries are your bad karma. Your all attachments are your bad karma. And in the world, the blind people just appreciate if somebody is worried. If somebody is worrying about their children, or their parents, or their husband, or their wife, he says he loves so much. No, this is not the love. It is attachment. Attachment is ego. Nothing belongs to him. If he goes in front of a spiritual master, the godly one who had come to know, he will just completely scold him for making all this drama. Because nothing belongs to you. How you are weeping for your children, how you are weeping for your parents, how you are weeping for your body which is going to die if it is of the cancer or any problem. He will just scold you, not sympathize with you. If somebody is sympathizing or compassioning with you, he is a blind of Maya, not on the Godam journey. One who is on the Godam journey, he will just make you awake. Nothing belongs to you. Let the body die. Let your children become chaprasi, not the problem. Either they become officer or anybody, you are not to bother. Everything belongs to God, and God is looking into everybody. Your children, your parents and everything. What job is given to you? Duty is given to you. You are the servant. Just do your duty. Just do your duty and go away. Do your duty and go away. Where to go? To the liberation, to the God home, which is your permanent home, from where you started. And you will be finding so much bliss. I am not talking about the life after death, but the moment you start U-turn, going back to your family of the origins. Origin families, where Buddha, Mahavira, Jesus, Guru Nanak, Ram, Paramaswamy, Sai, Meera, Sahaj, Lalla, Kabir, Farid, all where they have gone. The moment you start back home, as you are coming back from office to the home, from outside other states to the country to the home, the moment you start reaching to your original home, because these homes are not original homes where you stay. What you have here will not be tomorrow yours. These all are going to enter the cremation ground one day. The whole world will become cremation ground one day. Then only the change of yoga comes. Now nuclear bombs are ready. Nuclear bomb. Even you have dry fruit every day, morning walk, pranayam. No, I am very fit. Nuclear bombs are there. Anytime, any moment, mad people in the world will break. And the moment it breaks, you see, you are read in the school time, Hiroshima, Nagasaki in Japan. Two cities where the nuclear bomb was used just to see what is made in it. So in 1945, Albert Einstein, who invented the bomb used on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, even crop had not come to those earth till now. Cities are there, now they had made artificially, but there was so much gone inside the earth that nothing had come there till now, the original. They are so much suffer of Hiroshima and Nagasaki of that bomb today. So whole world is scared of that. But see, that time only America was having that bomb. Albert Einstein when created. The whole world is having those bombs. So they are going to play with the football one day. And that will be only with the command of the God. God will win. Now not going to come with your bow. They are not going to come with the chakra. Now the nuclear bomb in the fingers. And they will be playing each other. And whole world will be destroyed one day. So better just go into this. Your next, where you want to go, the next home. Either you want to come back to this birth in the next yuga, in the 84 lakh birth, because it is not that in Satyuga also animals were there, birds were there, trees were there, insects were there. And after so many yuga, then you get the next birth. Human birth is not so easy. 84 lakh. If one day we count 84 lakh days comes for the total 84 lakh days. Even there are the trees having the age of thousands of years. So you see the human birth after so many births. And you are just spoiling your age on the worry. Your all worries are nothing but the reason of this birth. What you worried in your last birth is your today's birth. And between the two births, there are all punishments. So whenever you worry, let blind people support you. But think inside, you are going to die and take the next birth again. So come back within 5 minutes. Other sixth minute, the death is declared. Then the president, the God, can only exempt you if before the death of this body, human birth, you come back to your home. You just go back to the God home, everything will be exempted. And now don't think that, okay, we'll see afterwards. No, this is not the age. Age can be over any time. Now youngs are dying, children are dying, old are dying. Anytime death can come. So it is better. What to do tomorrow, better you do today. You always postpone your life after death to the tomorrow. So at the old age only you see the people are just going in the temple, Gurdwara, Masjid. You find maximum old people there. And they are also not aware of it. They are also going there just for the blessings. They are just going there for demand of for that grandchildren. They are also demanding people. They also do not know that how to utilize the old age. So old age can only be utilized to get everything cleared inside from them. Just to get cleared of the bloody worry. The worry is the main cause of your next birth. So when you are with the spiritual master, the true master, the spiritual master is one who is beyond the worries, the one who is beyond the attachments, the one who is beyond the ego of the outer world. If at all someone says the ego is coming, the ego is of the God. Capital I have God with me. You have the materialistic world with you. You may be the richest man of the earth. You may be any biggest prime minister of the president of the world. But with me, the God is there. That is what you have seen. The God who had created all PM, presidents, stars, and the richest people of the world. You cannot see because you don't have that eye to see. You don't have that ear to listen, that from where the words comes. You do not have that senses to take. Because the moment you come to know about that, you sense to that, you will see you are going beyond the birth and the death cycle. So it is better wake yourself. I am happy that if you are saying that I am now not the same mother as earlier, there is a lot of change. Yes, that was not the love, that was the dirty attachment. And attachment is nothing. Putting you also in worries, and worries are nothing, taking you to the next birth and death cycle. So if you are not worried about your children and just giving advice and suggestion, even they are accepting or not, you are still not bothered about, is very good. Coming back to the love now. This is the love, you children. You ask your children, when you force them every time, you say you love to your children. But ask them, they say they are the main enemies for us. When you are not telling them, pressuring them for anything, and just advising and suggesting them, then they are happy. They have their course, and you will see they are doing better than as you were saying. And when I say better than, there is a predestined karma, but also when you are in love with them, when you are not worried or attached to that, you are just giving your experiences, whatever you have, advice and suggestions, you are not attached to your suggestions and advice, they should accept to it, then you will see they will be free and they will be in love with you. Otherwise, they are going to throw you one day. As you see today, the old people, those who are pressurizing their children for anything, today they are not being respected by anybody. So it is better not to just worry about them. God is there to look into them. Just tell them. Because if you say that we become blind, then also is a bad karma. Because role is given to you, you advise them, suggest them. If you remain blind, well, I'm not saying do whatever. You drink whole night, whole day, you go to the gambling, you go and come at late night or don't take food, you don't study, I will not tell anything. That also is the wrong karma, bad karma. Your karma should be always the neutralized balance. Karma balance means tell them with your experience, because you had the experience of outer life. They are not on the God home journey. They are going on the God home journey in the very beginning itself. They are in the birth. Don't worry about them, because now they don't need anything of Maya. They must have come with the old birth journey for the God home. They must have died in their last birth with the thirst for the God. That's why children are also, you see, few people, their children are so much thirsty and hungry for this even spiritual journey now itself, at the age of 10, 15, 20, so young, and they are small children also are getting so much attached to the God home journey. It means they had come from the last birth journey, from the last birth journey of the God home journey, and they died in between, and they had come in the so early age with the spiritual master in front of them. Don't think that I am saying you that I am. I am just telling you the message. One day you'll come to know, and it is better early to come to know and get rid of all your worries, the attachments, so that you can go back to your home, the home of yours, which is permanent, the God home. So He is the one who is the Father of all fathers. He is the one who is the mother of all mothers. He is the one who is the friend of all friends. He is the one who is the husband of all wives. He is the only wife of all husbands. Because He is two. He is not only husband, He is wife also. Man and woman both are in one. Because He had broken Himself into two. That's why we say the Ardhanarishwar. So it is better, get into that, take that one as granted, the one. If you go into that one, you will be dissolving your I into that you, the God, then you will see your life, the bliss here itself. You will be dancing inside completely. You will be relaxed always, all the moment inside. Now your children are studying. They are not worried about. Otherwise, you are always worried about your children, about your health, about your parents, about your mother, the father, husband or the wife. Worried. Business, this thing, that thing. The moment you come to know nothing belongs to you, you are just a servant of the God. Everything you see will be so smoothly, everything will remain the same and as predestined, whatever will happen, but you will be in acceptance power of everything, and you take yourself granted that I am the servant. So servants are always happy. It is one who is the boss who always worries. Servants just are not bothered about. The boss knows everything, what we to bother. We need only our payment on the first of every month. They are not bothered. When they leave the factory, company over. So likewise, you become the servant and you will enjoy, you will bless this life, because you are going to be the servant of the God. Now you are servant of Birla, Tata, Vaani, servant of the PM. That much status they have. And you are going to be the servant of the one who is the boss for whole world. All Tata, Birla, Vaani comes under him. All are their servant. And you are going to servant of the God. So they are also going to kneel down. That's why you see all Buddha, Mahavira, Jesus, Guru Nanak, Ram Paraman, Sai, Meera, Sahaj, Lalla, Kabir, Farid, Lao Se, Sukrat, they all became the servant of the God, and all today you see just going knee down in front of them. These all the richest people of the world, big post of the world, all attractive people of the world are going and kneeling down and just telling, please, sorry, sorry, sorry. Exemptors, please give us the relax, give us the bliss. So it is so beautiful. God is giving the appointment for servant to the God. Don't you want? If no, your choice. Keep on weeping for your children. Keep on weeping for your relationships. And one day you'll see that you have done a big crime by weeping for those who had never cared about you. Those who are not going to care for you. You'll weeping at last that for them I have done so much and no one in the world is caring for you. Many stars you see had died inside the home. Nobody had gone to see them even. There are many ministers died. Nobody had gone to see them. Before you see how many rich people, once they die, nobody bothers about them. Even during the lifetime, you see there are many stars. Just search on the net. Anybody asking them, go to their home. Even people are going through the road in front of their home. They are not bothered about to see that home. There is a bungalow of Amitabh Bachchan and Dharmendra nearby only. In front of Amitabh, you will find 100 people standing. In front of Dharmendra bungalow, even not one person is standing. Not one. Nearby only. Next building. Why? Amitabh is on the road. Let Amitabh sit in the home for 2 years. There will be 2 persons hardly. No one. Amitabh even come at the wall. No one will look at Amitabh Bachchan. Not bothered about. Who is bothered about? Who cares about? It is only when you are in the limelight they are there. Otherwise nobody cares about. It is only the Buddha, Mahavira, Ibrahim, Jesus, Muhammad, Kabir, Farid, Guru Nanaka, Ram Paramahansa, Sai, Meera, Sahajo, Lalla, Kabir. These all spread laws. Still today people are going and looking them. So be the servant of the God. The whole world will be looking you forever. So I am just giving the greedy. You are greedy people. No? You want something you should get. So see these people. They have never cared about anything in the world. They were the careless people for their family even. Because like people, those who are not weeping, we tell them they are the careless. So it is better. Be the careless. At least the whole world will be after you. Because it is care, what you say is not your care, it is worry. And worry is nothing but your attachment. Attachment is nothing but your ego. And ego is nothing but the blockage in going back to your home. Weeping throughout your life, here also and after also. So it is better you try to understand that what she is saying nowadays. There has been a big change in my motherhood love for my kid. But big change. Why? Executing the Vaani now. Understanding that what crime she was doing. That attachment she was thinking, the love. Even children were with me. Because I know her children, they are attached, they are with me now. I know that how much happy they are with the same parents. Parents are happy, they are also happy. Not fully because she had also not come to the extreme point. But still, the better way it is going. There is a good relationship with the husband because he is also with me. Children are also with me. So all are enjoying on their way and reaching towards the God home. So this is what she says. That there is a lot of change in my motherhood love for my kids. She has written kids, oblique husband also she can write. I don't have that to just run after, to correct or worry about them. A different silence has come within. Different silence means whatever is going on is all well. Whatever has happened is okay. Whatever will happen is okay. That is Krishna what is saying. Krishna is saying in Gita. To be sthiti pragya. What is Guru Nanak Deva is saying? Hukam rajai chalna. Kive tute napal. How to get liberated. Sachiyar. And moreover, this seems to be happening on its own. She is not doing any prayer or worship in the morning of its own. What she is doing? Just by listening Vaani. She had not eaten, but because of listening Vaani. Every day with the Vaani, things are getting automatically changed in their life. Now children are happy because parents are not forcing for anything. It is not that if small kid is there, you have to tell them 10 times. But if they are elder, they are grown up, why you want to tell them when they have crossed the age of 18, so much pressure on them? And kids also, as seen, parents are just pressuring the one who is going LKG, KG, bothered about online class, this, I forget what the hell you are doing, so much pressure on them. Even at the age of 4 years, they are so much bothered. 5 years age, they are bothered. 7 years, they are bothered. If you are bothering, worrying, I am telling you, you are going into the hell. Hell. Don't think that you love your children. You are not loving your children. This is not the love. This is the cruelty you are doing. So once you come in front of spiritual master with the weep for your children, he will just slap you sometimes. He will say, don't make the crime. You are not the mother or the father. Just be away, be the guardian, do your duty. If you are given the task of this duty and you must be getting the salary on first, will you be weeping like this for the children? So do you think your children are your children? You are on job. Just do your job. Don't try to be mother or the father. Don't make possession. Possession makes worries. Worries make attachments. Attachment makes your hurdle in the life of this enlightenment, liberation, freedom. That's why I say, listen the Vaani every day. So that listening the Vaani means getting the Jnana, your mind of the attachment and detachment will go off. Tell them, give them experiences. Tell them, love them. Don't attach to them. And loving to them will be the liberation for you and for them also. Tomorrow again, they will see how my mother is changed. They will also come one day on the same path as you are running. Definitely. But if you push them there, then they will say, what you are teaching, what you are learning every day, you are listening. So you make a sample for this. Tomorrow they will definitely come. Today they are in Maya because they have to pass through the Maya to come to the God. One day definitely they will come if you love them. So give them the love so that life of yours can be bliss and they can also relax. Just have a mercy on them. Don't run after. Don't shout on them so much. They have their destiny. If they are not to study, they will not study. You see, there are many children. If father had the 4 children, there are 2 somewhere in the clerk or PN post and one is at the top post, getting the same study, same food in the family. This is all that predestined. You are not to bother about. Do your karma. It does not mean that depend on the destiny only. Karmas are the beauty of the outer world. That's why God had given you body, hands, legs and all. Do your duty in the peaceful and loving way. But don't shout. If at all you are shouting, come back immediately within 5 minutes. And don't repeat every time. If they are looking at today iPod or TV, you should understand today. They are children, not like you. They are not going outside, not in the schools to chit-chat with their friends, to play with them. So they have no other mean just to go on the screen. One is an online school, and otherwise what they have to play. They have to play on that. Just make them different. Just tell them to make a space, make a distance, time distance, little distance between the 2 screens. Tell them in the loving way. That beta, at least you make a gap of 1 hour minimum. If you are gone for 2 hours on the screen, make minimum 1 hour gap. 2 to 2, 2 to 2. Or tell them, see in the morning and then in the evening. Be away from the screen. Give them that, what you can do the best. Give them the carrot juice. Tell them to splash gently water on their eyes. That's what you can do during this lockdown period. Let the schools open. Who is going to play on these screens every time? Well, tell them with the love. The beta, already your class is there up to 2 o'clock. In the evening, you only play for 1 or 2 hours. Give them the something for their eyes so that they should not get disturbed. If you stop them for everything, what they will do? They will look the walls. They have to do something. So at least for lockdown period, be gentle to them. Be softened to them. Don't put pressure on them. Not to do, but ask them to make a gap. Sit with them for some times. Enjoy with them. Play with them some small games. Indoor games. Then only. Because small kids, elder will be busy with their screens only. But don't shout at them. Just tell them to have a gap. Or keep on telling them to just wash your eyes. Take carrot juice, give them carrot juice, some salad, fruits in this time, so that they should be in the fresh state, not to shout. Then only this will be a love. And love in the family will only be looked after by the God. God is there where love is there. Where there is no love, attachment, God is not there. So to be with the God make the climate such soft and make your life happy.